Get lost. Get lost within your own mind. Search for that inner muscle man. Get lost.
Drumdummie make the beat and no gon' kill it.
Man, kill, destroy something, put it down, kill it. Do something, motherfucker, besides complain and talk shit about what I ain't doing right. Fuck you, and fuck you. Pacify sucking pussy. You ought to be tired of being a pussy. Ain't you been tired? Ain't you been a pussy long enough? Goddamn, get the fuck up and do something. Time more. If you want anything else, you in the wrong motherfucking place. You fine, he sitting on the couch, remote control flicking motherfuckers. High heel sneaker wearing punks. The fuck up. Pacifier sucking pussy. Light red eating motherfuckers. Switching ass bitches. The fuck sway back motherfuckers. Bitch made ass motherfuckers. The fuck up and do. You want anything else, you in the wrong motherfucking. Man, kill, destroy something, put it down, kill it. It's still your motherfucking set. No matter what, it's still your motherfucking set. That time of the month, one shoe heel broken, the kids is nagging, the bill collector's on the phone. Tell that motherfucker, hold on, I got to do my motherfucking set. Cause it's still your motherfucking set, you punk ass puke breath motherfucker. The fuck up and do something. Move something, goddammit. Talking shit. Talking about it, that's the only thing you good at is talking shit. Oh, this body part don't match. His arm is too big. His calves are too small. Not a muscle on your whole bitch-made body. You talking shit. Fuck you. And fuck you again. I like to tell a story about the Frankenstein monster. 3 times dead. And I came back to tell you motherfuckers one thing. Get the fuck up and do something, goddammit, besides talk shit. Man, kill, destroy something, put it down, kill it. If I can bring my motherfucking heart patient ass in here and work out every motherfucking day, taking 10 goddamn different medications just to stay alive, you can get the fuck off your hush puppy wearing ass, the fuck up and get your ass into the gym. Get your ass up. muscle bound, muscle bill, motherfucker. That's where I'm from. Where you from? You Snap City reject looking motherfucker? Muscle bill, my hometown. Muscle bill, US, the motherfucking A. Muscle bill, motherfucker. Where you from? You punk ass sissy motherfuckers. Put your mini skirt on, grab your tennis racket, and go out there and swat a few balls. But if you want to be a motherfucking weightlifter, you gotta put that shit down, stop talking shit, and get your ass in the game. Anybody can do what the fuck you do. Any retarded MC square, fucking square room you using, motherfucker, you can do that shit. The fuck up and do something. Shit talking. Get your punk ass out there and work for it. I'm CT motherfucking fucking something. Something. Do something. Your own motherfucking cave. You have it like beside your lane. He's you. Show 'em what we do.
This is a man's world.
They've also never taken a breath of air that's mixed with anxiety and pressure. They know no victory nor defeat, because they never put themselves at risk, they never shown up, they never walk their talk. So therefore, we tell them themselves in their opinion. We don't care what they fucking say. All we care about is people that perform. Those guys and girls, they don't need to talk.
This is the discomfort that everybody feels, whether you're launching a business or doing personal development or doing all the rest of it. And as opposed to thinking about it as a bug, think about it as a feature. And as opposed to thinking about it as something that's a personal curse that's difficult, think about it as the selection criteria that everybody has to get over. That's the reason why so few people are equanimous and actually have peace in their mind. Because meditation is hard and everyone thinks, am I doing it right? This kind of sucks and I'm twitchy and I'm tired today. Why are so few people in shape? Because going to the gym and sticking to the gym is difficult.
He said, you know the difference between champions and everyone else? And I was like, what? He said, everyone always looks at them and says, what do champions have that I don't have? And he said, they have it backwards. He said, it's what do champions not have that I have? It's what do they lack? And it's an off button. They just don't stop. And so in dealing with the gold medalist, he's like, they just never stop. They just can't stop. Everything in their life is geared towards one goal. I think that level of obsession around like everything that you touch on a daily basis is required for really getting to where you want to go.
Any human realizes that if you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
That there is a way out, that there is a way to do more, to get more, to obtain more. But I personally don't want to lose all that I've been able to get. So I need to make sure that I do everything to keep it. So I can't be content.
It's how you handle your sufferings. You know, when you're going through something really challenging, how do you show up within it? Do you choose to become a victim of complaining and misery and shitty, or do you find meaning in how you show up in the suffering? You know?
Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture.
There are two types of champions for me. Like, there are champions who prepare themselves to win, and there are the other ones who prepare themselves to dominate.
Well, I had everything, but yet it didn't mean nothing. I wanted to die on a daily basis. I didn't have no motivation to do it. Zero motivation to do anything. I can't tell you in words how I felt, how down I was. I just wanted to show the world that if mental health could bring somebody as big as me and as strong as me and, you know, the stereotype heavyweight champion of the world to my knees, then it could bring anybody to the knees.
I set my shot up and there it was.
There you go!
goes.
It was over.
Right hand, left hand, and I don't think he's gonna get up. I think it's all over. I think it's over. Is he gonna get up?
I was more worried about his health, more than the fight. Ventilators, stretchers, blue lights, ambulance sirens, everything bad was going through my head.
Were you out?
Yeah.
Doesn't move. It's over. But I think that's been Tyson Fury's life. Just when it looks like he's down and he ain't moving and it's over, he resurrects himself.
I had a dream before that fight, and I saw myself getting knocked down in it, and I saw myself getting back up.
It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't want to quit. Top of his eyes wide open.
How is he getting up?
He not only got up, he came back, but then he started giving Wilder a beating. How could that be? I mean, I'd never seen anything like that before. It's like a Rocky scenario. Everybody went crazy.
Fury somehow has come back. He said it was his destiny, and you begin to wonder.
He showed the world what he can do under pressure. He can come back from the dead, fight to win until the final bell goes.
Fury celebrates one of the greatest sporting stories you would ever see.
The major key to your better future is you. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll become a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become wealthy. Now here's the key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do, get right on those, discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle and for the practice, so that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones.
If you don't have confidence, build evidence. If you don't have evidence, build skill. If you don't have skill, build discipline. If you don't have discipline, build accountability. And if you don't have accountability, change your environment.
Stop complaining about the problem. Start becoming the solution. Every minute you spend complaining is a minute you're not improving.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen, right? So the only thing that you can do is have some chosen suffering to prepare for it.
People demand success, but refuse to work weekends. People want opportunity, but won't talk to strangers. People claim ambition, but sleep in every day. Everyone wants to be successful. No one wants to be embarrassed, but the price of the first is the second. We are the result of our actions, not our aspirations.
Major step to human progress, discipline. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No, tell. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Murder is a clear example that any one person on any given day can forever alter the course of their life. It just happens to be a negative act. Just as sure as you can commit a negative act, you can also commit a positive act and forever alter your life. Whenever you wish. Now that's exciting.
Until you win, effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
You remember when we used to think that nobody could beat Tyson? His mom died. His mom died when he was in training for the fight. And all of his life, he had kind of been really talented as a boxer, but hadn't really completely dedicated himself to it. So when his mom died, he went completely insane in the gym in preparation for Tyson.
Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, that's it. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the ropes. I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. World was shocked. And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days decision. I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out.
Basically, two kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this. Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow, and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
The winner does more than expected every single time, no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up 10x times more than the average person. A winner has these unreasonable expectations of himself.
I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind. But to regular society, to people who wake up at 9 a.m., who clock out at 5 p.m., they would look at me and say, I've lost my mind. But me, I have found it almost.
A winner knows that he's destined for greatness, and no matter how many people around him tell him to slow down, be careful, watch out, that's too risky, you don't have the genetics, the DNA, the money, the mind, the brain power for that. A winner locks onto their goals and keeps going. That's what the winner does.
If you do not have clear goals for your life, you are condemned forever to work for those who do. You see, in life, it's very simple. Either you are working toward the accomplishment of your goals, or you're working toward the accomplishment of other people's goals.
Whatever it is that you're doing, I'm telling you right now, man, as a winner, 80% of the time you're gonna feel like you're failing. 15% of the time you're gonna feel like you're just treading water. You just got your nose above the waterline. 4% of the time you feel like it's fucking over. This is it, I'm about to tap out, but you don't, because that 1% of the time, my friend, that 1% of the time is when you know you're winning. And I'm gonna take these 1%ers, I'm gonna stack them and stack them and stack them and stack them. And you know what happens when you stack winning over years and decades? You become a formidable force to be reckoned with.
And I learned a valuable lesson from this. I learned then, and for the rest of your life, whenever you try to do something out of the ordinary, people will line up to tell you that you can't do it, why you can't do it, that you'll lose your time, you'll lose your money, that you will in effect die in the desert. To achieve anything greater worthwhile, you must train yourself to rise above these people, ignoring them and pressing on towards your goal.
Hey, that shit ride 88.
I should have stopped this one with your father. I'm stopping this one now.
Don't, okay, let me finish. I gotta prove it.
Prove what?
I'm not a mistake. People keep asking if I'm back. I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. But I am back. Back from under the ground.
But you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Is there any better feeling than being on it?
No.
I walked a mile. Some more. Maybe I can walk one more mile. Maybe I can walk another mile. At mile 81, my ex-wife looked at me and said, you're not going to make the time. When your mind knows it's not going to quit, your body will adapt to whatever is in front of it. I ended up running 20 more miles. I did 101 miles in 19 hours and 6 minutes. And that one day changed. That 19 hours. It wasn't SEAL training, it wasn't Ranger School, it wasn't Delta Force, what did that crap I went through? It was this 19 hours and 6 minutes that forever changed my life, to know that we as human beings are capable of anything. And we don't need any special kind of parents or tools to get there. So I end you with this. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Now it's time to create a legacy now. You had your fun, now get your work.
If you sit down, you're not going to go back up. No excuses.
But when you really want something, you're gonna get it. There's no excuses.
No excuses. Everything. You eliminate that, everything changes. You embrace accountability, and it's game over in life.
I had to work harder than they did. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm willing to do.
And I will always outwork you, because I love the game more than the stuff.
They may be more
more talented, they may be smarter, but they will not work with me.
But I just work harder.
I will outwork you. I will make it possible.
The real man says, like, I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not gonna point the finger and say, Lewis, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm gonna take full ownership, full responsibility.
I would say to a young person, you can choose a life of ease and comfort, or you can choose a life of service and adventure. Which one of those, when you're 90 years old, are you gonna be more proud of?
For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here, go, you're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to fucking be in. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles.
Jakes, come on! Listen, what? Just go easy out there. What are you saying? I'm saying look after yourself. We want you back in one piece. You're too far back. There's too many drivers in front of you. There's alls next year. So that's it? It's over? Yeah! Fuck it!
You give me your best, you keep going.
It's heavy!
I know you said, don't quit till you got nothing left.
I'm bad strength!
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me. I know it hurt, you keep going.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
It's all hard from here.
But here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. And sometimes a guy doesn't outwork you and he still wins. It isn't fair, man. Sometimes there is no justice. Winning requires all of you and then more, and it promises you nothing. It's a mastermind of creating fear and doubt in your mind. It causes setback after setback. So the question is about winning. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? And why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Oh, it's okay, brother. Take a day off, man. We get a pizza and shit, watch the game. No, bro. Get your shit on, man. Stop being a punk. Motivation's crap. Motivation comes and goes. When you're driven, whatever's in front of you will get destroyed. When you can find drive in your own doubt, fear, insecurities, you become very unstoppable.
The ones who grind, get it, period. You can't be sitting here every day being piss poor expecting to be successful. That's not how it works. Every single day, it's clockwork, grind. And what you do is not gonna cut it. So don't be sitting here surprised when you live in an average life because you're doing average things.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain. So when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it.
Don't complain when you're going through the grind.
Listen, this is to anybody who's watching this. Subscribe to Inspired by Florian. Period.
Get your punk ass out there and work for it.
I'm CT motherfucking fuck to step my hand. Something. Do something.
Your own motherfucking cave. You have this.
Show them what we do.
You see that man right there? You remember him? You gotta block out everything and be in the moment. Not the past, not the future, right now.
I think is that you should be a monster.
You're never gonna please everyone. Stop worrying about keeping everybody happy in the room. It doesn't exist. Remember that.
If I disappear, like, who cares? Nobody cares, man. Seriously. That's okay. That's life. That's life. No, for real. Okay?
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Nobody don't you understand? Nobody cares about all the trials and tribulations of your weak life. Don't you understand that?
Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing that you could, but you didn't? So why do you care about what people are thinking when they're not trying to go where you're trying to go?
Nobody, absolutely nobody, gives a f about you as much as you're going to have to give a f about yourself.
You want to be baddest ever at what you do? You could be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. It is. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you do, you've arrived.
But if you come here, don't complain. You want to become best. You want to become champion. And now you want to say like you're tired? Who cares? You're tired and nobody cares about you. Even you, if you're gonna watch fight, you just watch fight. They walk out inside the cage, they fight and they leave. You don't know what happened behind the scenes. This is not your business. Nobody cares about this. Yeah, he was tired, he have personal problem, family. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. You know, at the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job.
The effect that I have on the universe is so freaking small. Nobody cares. I'm the only one putting the pressure on me. Nobody gives a damn about it. So that's why they help me to perform now. That's how some younger guy, they say, I'm nervous, how do you... I heard you don't sleep well the night before. I said, yeah, it's true, I don't sleep well. It's like, what is your trick? How do you find a way to sleep well? It's like, I don't really sleep well either nowadays. It's like, well, how do you feel better about it? Like, I just know that I'm not gonna sleep well and it's not gonna affect the outcome of the competition. It's just a normal thing. You learn how to deal with it better. You're not gonna change it.
Yeah.
You just accept it.
Yeah.
The stress is your friend, man. That's gonna make you react. That's gonna be on the edge.
So, unchosen suffering is going to happen in life. Your parents are going to pass away, loved ones are going to die, your relationships are going to break down, your body is going to fail you, you're going to become ill or sick or destitute. Things are going to happen that you have no control over. And the only way that you can prepare yourself for unchosen suffering is with chosen suffering.
There was a thing that I heard one time many years ago. It said, stop complaining, stop making excuses, because 80% of people could care less, and 20% are glad you have them. Stop complaining about your problems, because 80% could care less, 20% of people are kind of happy you have them. Keep it to yourself. There is no benefit to it. There truly is no benefit to it. Keep it to your small little circle. We're living in such an era of, be vulnerable with everything you got going on.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
You did this wrong, or they get yelled at. It's so easy to be great nowadays because everybody else is, most people are weak. This is a softened generation. So if you have any mental toughness, any ability, if you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it.
No matter what anybody else says,
You could hear the best speech. You could take the best program. You could go to the 12-hour seminar and jump around and say, hey, I'm a different person. It's always going to come down to the two things that it comes down to for everybody. One, you have to become the kind of person that can push through the hard times. Most people can't do that. Most people cannot push through the challenging, the draining, the frustrating times that make everybody else quit. And every time you push through one of these barriers, you're leaving all of your competition behind and you're moving forward without that. And most people can't do that. So you have to build yourself into someone who has the discipline, the fortitude, the grit, the perseverance to push through the hard times.
Wild about the fear that people have when they're starting out is that they say things like, I have nothing going for me, I have no advantages, I have nothing to my name, I have no money, I have no network, I have no resources. But using Rory Sutherland's reframing, it also means that you have nothing to lose, which makes you incredibly dangerous. And I think people wildly underestimate how many shots on goal you can take when you have nothing to lose. Whereas when someone has something to lose, they have to be more and more selective about the shots they take. And so you have the perfect conditions for taking risk, because the worst case scenario is baseline, is where you're currently at.
So picture somebody who's 100% selfless. They do everything for who? Everybody else. Right. So there's an element of conformity. There's an element of trying to please everybody. There's an element of constantly worried about what other people think. Those types of people don't typically do net positive good for society.
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it, but you can.
Get off your butt. Get out of those things. Get in the ring. Get dirty. Get sweaty. Get bloody. Get knocked down. Get back up. Get knocked down again. Get back up.
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life, rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
The proper thing to do is to never listen to anybody who hasn't done what they want to do, okay? You guys mess yourselves up because you go out and you ask everybody who's never been there, who's never created anything, who's never built anything, and you ask them what they think. What the f*** you think they're gonna say?
If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.
I think that most people, the reason that they lack success in their life, especially from a financial aspect, is that they lack the courage to make the decisions that need to be made to put them in the position that they want to be in.
Get it, because I can tell you right now, every single one of you out there have exactly what you deserve. You might think that life is unfair. You might think that life dealt you a bad hand, but I'm here to tell you, life will give you exactly what you tolerate. And if you've been tolerating mediocrity, you've been tolerating average, you've been tolerating this victim mentality that you're carrying, then guess what? You have exactly what you deserve.
All of it comes down to when you change yourself, you will change the world, because you will change how you see it.
Nobody cares about you is something that was never made clear to me. And I mean that in the most positive, optimistic, inspiring, motivating way. Like, I think that, especially if you see yourself as a creative, or you want to exist on YouTube, or as a filmmaker, or a musician, or as an artist, or a painter, or any of those things, like, you think that everybody's paying attention. And because of that, it kind of controls how you think. And even when I was young and fearless and nothing to lose, I was still so cognizant of, like, how are people going to react to this, and what's the best way to do, like, I was so aware. And the reality is, nobody gives a shit. Everybody is so focused on themselves in this world. Nobody has time for you. And the sooner you accept that as a creative person, the sooner you're free. Like, you're totally free. Like, do exactly what feels right to you.
So in other words, nobody cares about you but you. Nobody can make you successful but you. If you don't believe in you, why should I? If you're not going to invest in you, why should I? better than anybody else. But you want someone to invest in you that haven't spent one moment with you? If you're not willing to do that? Of course you would. You believe in you. Take the advice, the hard work, the discipline, and the dedication, and go be successful.
Most people have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. My plan was this must work or it must work. It was this or death.
Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Right? Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when it says don't be pushed by your problems, problems are a part of the journey. Opposition are a part of the journey, right? Adversity is a part of the journey. Like it's all a part of development and growth as a person.
I just beat me.
Yeah.
This ain't about nobody else. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I just beat me. If I can keep beating myself, if I can keep doing that, then that means that I'm in a battle with the only person that makes sense. I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to beat, and that's me. I don't care about anybody else. I have no worry or gripe about the next man or woman's journey or their level of success. That's not what I'm up against.
Yeah. Hey, I'm very capable, and I learned that. Listen, Cristiano, let's go. Life continue. Past is past. It never come again. The present, it's the best gift that we have in our life. The present, because you don't know that what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know. So live the present.
I think one of the hardest things to hear after you don't get your way is keep working. But it's also one of the only solutions to be successful. You're not going to get your way most of the time in your life. Just keep working. Hard work pays off, no one tells you when. You'll never know the true feeling of accomplishment if you've never faced a setback. You'll never know the true meaning of confidence if you've never had to bounce back from anything. Just keep working. You're not getting what you want, keep working. You are getting what you want, keep working. One thing's for sure, overthinking's overrated. Have a great day.
Sometimes things are gonna be so tough. Stop fighting it, stop trying to understand it. Just survive it. Take all that energy and just survive it. Like, bro, day by day, moment by moment, situation by situation. Like my dogs say, be where your feet are. Just survive it, right? And then you're gonna get to a place, you're gonna be on top of the mountain one day, and you're gonna say, man, I see exactly why I had to face and go through that.
And start living like a savage who deserves success, abundance, happiness, security, prosperity, legacy, meaning, fulfillment, significance, purpose. Doesn't that sound sexy? Like you're either gonna play video games sitting on a couch having fucking Cheeto dust in your belly button. That's gonna be the highlight of your day, telling your sad victim story to others. Or you could literally take the pen back and start rewriting the story of how your life goes from this day forward.
You need to stop listening to others and start listening to yourself. But the problem is nobody knows how to listen to themselves. They're scrolling on TikTok, music on loud every day, when they're driving, radio turned on, when they're home scrolling on their phones, when they ask for opinions, they ask for opinions from other people, they ain't even asking opinions from themselves. They're going to asking a psychologist for wisdom and advice on how to live their lives. They're paying this mother money, and all you are is a client, so might as well keep this person sick as long as possible, or deranged, or in the loop of coming and sitting on the chair. Why? Because they're paying for the fucking mortgage. When was the last time you sat down and defined your symphony of success? What does success look like to you? To me, it's not having a ton of properties and living in a big fat box and having a ton of supercars. No, to me it's freedom. And I found that early on.
Or it's bad. When taking full accountability of your life with all of the deficiencies that you have may be the most painful thing that you do when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my fault. But in saying, this is my fault, those are also the first two steps of progress, because it's my fault, not anyone else's, which means it's my responsibility and my action that can change that.
The best way to contend with problems, with issues, with adversity is action, is by taking action. The more you sit and the more you wait and the more time you spend with that adversity, with the upper hand inside your head, the worse it's going to get.
So, man, the biggest revenge is just winning so big that people can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all cry about the haters you have. You want a bunch of haters. You want all the people mad at you. You want everybody saying that guy. Because if they're saying that guy, it's because you're winning so big that it just irritates the fuck.
Yeah.
So that's how I prefer to do it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
It's clean winning, man. I like it.
Winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
you know, hate all you want. I'm over here smiling and doing my shit. You know? The winning will continue.
Wearing a nice ass sweater while you do it. I love it.
He was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown.
Resistance. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort. So the whole time we're living our lives in a very comfortable area. There's no growth in that. So for me, I realized that the reason I became 297 pounds is because that was comfortable. What was very uncomfortable was running. What was very uncomfortable was being on a diet. What was very uncomfortable was trying to face things that I didn't want to face. And I also realized when I was really big, I had no growth. Why? Because I was living comfortable. So I realized for me to find growth, I had to face all of these different things that made me very, very uncomfortable.
What you're going through, what went wrong, the excuses you're gonna make, who cares? Okay, guess what? You went through all that shit, don't do it anymore. I don't give a nobody cares what goes on in your life. As harsh as that sounds, that is the reality of the life that we live. Whether it's your family members, your partner, your friends, not many people give a f about you. When you put your head on that pillow at night, it's you and your mind and your thoughts, and that's all you got.
Nobody cares about you as much as they need to care to fix your life. Even your parents, even your friends, even all the people who think they care about you. They care about you, yeah, sure. There may be 2 or 3 people on the planet who genuinely care about you. But nobody is going to come to your bed, drag you out of bed, drag you to a job, force you to work hard, go and get you a hot bitch and go and buy you a Ferrari. Nobody is going to do that for you. You are never going to have any of the things you want if you do not get them yourself. Nobody cares about you enough to do it for you. This is absolutely true. Personally, I'm an atheist. And when I say I'm an atheist, people seem to be a bit confused by this. I don't know why that surprises people. But I'm absolutely not really an atheist. And the reason I'm an atheist is because I believe that there is no grand plan. There's no God in the sky looking out for me. I don't believe that there's anyone here to save me on this planet or anything in the sky or anywhere else. I am me. I was born. I have, maybe if I'm lucky, 70, because I'm quite big. When you're physically large, you die sooner. 70 years of consciousness. And these years I experienced, the only person who's going to make them fun and exciting and interesting, the only person who's going to make me happy and live a life that I want to live is me. Nobody's going to do it for me. There's no one else who wakes up each day and goes, you know what? I want to make Andrew Tate's life better. I want to get him more money. No one thinks that about me. No one thinks that about you either. Nobody thinks that about you. The only person who gives a shit about your life truly is you. And if you don't give a shit, then point 2, get angry, you're going to start giving a shit very soon. And after you get angry, you need to realize that nobody is going to give you the things you want. It doesn't matter if Donald Trump is president or not. I'm a huge Trump fan, but it doesn't make a difference. No politician is going to make you rich. No one else is going to come along and say, I'm going to concentrate my effort on fixing your life. Nobody. You have to understand you are out here alone, absolutely alone.